This video is brought to you by Sun King Discs. Check out sunkingdiscs.com for a full selection of disc golf merchandise and get free shipping on all orders over 12 bucks. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my review of the Discraft ESP Force. Big thank you to Sun King Discs for sponsoring this review. I appreciate their support very much. sunkingdiscs.com is the website. Everything over 12 bucks will ship for free. They have a huge selection of all the plastic and other stuff that you would need, so go check them out. Tell them I sent you. Let's get into the review of the Discraft ESP Force. The Force is a classic mold, been around for a long time, and the ESP plastic has been around for a long time as well, but this is a new edition of the plastic. They all have these new swirly patterns to them. Really beautiful stuff. Also, great feel. ESP is a solid plastic type, very premium feel, and really nice stuff. And I just wanted to show off the new plastic blends so you can see how beautiful they are, and also get the Force into my playlist of disc reviews since it's such a classic mold. It's been around for so long. Here's some flight numbers. Discraft is also adding these to their newer discs, which I think makes sense. The 4-number flight rating system has kind of become somewhat universal, and people like it, and it makes total sense to put it on your disc. There are your flight numbers 12, 5, 0, and 3. Even though those are subjective and they're not necessarily going to match between different companies, I would say those are spot on for my testing. 2.0 is the Discraft flight rating system number there. It's a single number. It just basically denotes this being an overstable disc. Looking at the plastic, it's really pretty. All of them are going to have varying degrees of swirl to them. This one on the bottom, you can see the base is basically 170, 172 by the way. The base of it is kind of like a mint chocolate chip ice cream color to it, and then you have all these beautiful gray swirls kind of working their way on the rim and on the outer edge here. Really pretty disc. This one has a really nice, little bit softer feel. Full disclosure, actually real quick, the disc you're going to see Andy throwing later on in the video is the one that Sun King sent me. I lost it. We lost it during testing. I think I just forgot to pick it up after our final round of throwing. Sometimes you're out there, we were throwing a whole bunch of different plastic that day, and I think we just spaced on picking it up. So I went and picked this one up to film the video, so that's why it may look a little different, but same mold. I believe that one was 175 grams. This one was slightly lighter weight, and this one is also a little bit softer. They both have a very similar profile to the flight plate. No real dome, pretty flat for sure. Here's your look at the rim profile. So as I said earlier, Discraft Force classic mold has been around since 2008, so it's been around for quite a while. And this disc, along with the Destroyer that came out a little bit before that, kind of ushered in the era of the high-speed distance driver. Before that, there wasn't really anything this fast, so these allowed players to stretch out much more distance, allowed them to put more power on their shots, and ultimately ended up having a significant impact in the way the game is played as it stands right now in 2018. Wide rim, high-speed distance drivers, even faster than the Force, have become a staple and have really adjusted the way the game is played. Courses are longer, people are throwing farther, they're putting more energy on the shots, and a lot of that comes from the advancement in disc technology. Let's put it up next to some other options. First of all, kind of a staple to throw up next to a lot of different drivers here on the channel is my Trespass. This exact Trespass actually knocked the Z-Force out of my bag many years ago, simply because I feel as though it was a little bit easier for me to control with my arm speed. The Trespass definitely has less stability than a Force. Here you are. This guy's a little broken in, so the edge is a little roughed up. See, a little bit smaller rim, somewhat similar. Also, my go-to disc in this speed range from Discraft is the Thrasher, my most thrown distance driver by far. Similar size of rim. Thrasher definitely considerably less overstable. Also, similar disc is the Gladiator. Faster, has a more of a rounded profile to the outside edge there, but similar in what you'd use it for a high-speed overstable distance driver. So, great feel. I love the ESP plastic for this new blend. It's really great. Some of the newer ones that are just coming out are even more swirly, really vibrant colors, and I think they're going to keep developing it over time. One of the really great things about Discraft is that they don't just rest on what they have. They always are developing their plastic. They're always trying to make it better, and they've advanced it over and over and over again throughout the years. They're always evolving it. And their plastic and their discs in general are very consistent. If you lose this disc, you buy another one, the same plastic, the same weight, it's likely it's going to fly very similar to the one that you lost. So let's take a look at some flights on this guy. The ESP Force, especially the one we tested out there in the field, was very overstable. It was stiff and pretty flat across the top, max weight, and it had a lot of stability to it. If you don't throw very hard, if you don't have a lot of arm speed, you're not going to get a huge amount of distance out of this disc. It's kind of designed and best suited for pro players that throw with power and speed. So if you're a newer player, the Force and the Gladiator and stuff like that are basically the exact kind of discs I recommend you guys stay away from until you learn how to throw them. Not that they're bad discs by any means. They're phenomenal discs. You're just not quite ready for them as a beginner. Or if you've been playing for a long time and you just don't have the arm speed, that's okay. That's one of the great things about disc golf, is that everybody can play it. This is not really the disc for you. If you have power, if you're a pro player, if you just throw with a lot of snap and a lot of energy on your discs, the Force is a fantastic disc for you to check out. Throw it as hard as you want to. It's not going to flip on you accidentally. It's always going to have a nice fade when it slows down. Good distance potential. It's not really that fast anymore in the grand scheme of things. Let me see if I have... well, you're still looking at flight footage here, but I have some wider rim stuff that I could show you. Of course, now we know there are 14-speed discs out there and stuff, so it's really not that fast overall, but it's still plenty fast to get out there with good distance and really solid flyer. The Force is an absolute staple in the bag of many of the Discraft players out there because it's very consistent, it's overstable, they break in and will still fly with a very consistent flight path, but they'll start to get a little bit more stand up and ride, still have the integrity to finish out when they slow down. Could be a great forehand disc as well. The ESP Force, absolute classic, high speed, overstable distance driver. Throw it as hard as you want to. It's going to go far if you have the power to get it out there, and it's always going to have a trustworthy and consistent flight. That's my review on the Discraft ESP Force. Big thank you to Sun King Discs once again. Thanks to all you guys for watching and for your continued support. I will talk to you all very soon. All right, cheers.